I was a Cub Scout for a couple of years. Jacob was in elementary school, and the pack leader came over my house and asked me point blank if I wanted to, they needed people, and I was at the point where, why not? I'll give it a try. He got me involved. I was the den leader, treasurer, popcorn colonel for Pack 79. I like the outdoors. I like the camaraderie of the geezers. I really enjoy the invitational, just because being able to do smoked turkeys or fry turkeys, and the whole Thanksgiving theme, and seeing some new, the new Cub Scouts coming in as potential scouts. It's always exciting to see the growth of the troop. But I also like to see the kids that were within Jacob's troop kind of growing up. I come to the meetings randomly, and every couple months I see, and they're growing like weeds. So it's fun to see the boys grow up. I'm a customer development manager for a beverage company. I'm a salesman. The Scout law I deal with on a daily basis, because you got to put on different hats and everything. So you have to live by those rules. Part of actively doing the VA fundraiser on a yearly basis, so get people gathered up to grab some money to be able to make some gift baskets for the veterans at the hospital. For the 2 days that we spent outside of the store, maybe $1,500–1,800. Seeing the appreciation on the veterans' faces, and seeing the interaction between the boys and the veterans, it's kind of touching to see. Stick with it. It might be difficult early on, might not know anybody in the troop, but you'll make friends, and you'll gain friends for a lifetime.
Hey, it's Franklin. Franklin.
This month we shine the Eagle spotlight on Eric Kosis. Eric was in the troop from 2007 through 2014, first as a member of the Patriot Patrol, then a member of the Sith. He earned 24 merit badges, attended and later staffed NYLT, and hiked over 250 miles on the Appalachian Trail. He says summer camps at Halliburton were his absolute favorite because of the program, their freedom, and the adventure. Eric says his time in the troop helped prepare him for his career as an attorney, teaching him how to communicate, lead, and work in groups. He's also a first lieutenant in the Ohio National Guard, and credits scouting for teaching him fieldcraft skills and how to handle stressful situations. As we open the book of McGee, Eric says the line he remembers most was, "You're killing me." He says his one piece of advice for scouts is to take advantage of everything the troop offers, from learning and leadership to travel and exploration. As an adult, the opportunities often aren't there. Eric Kosis, Troop 75, Eagle Scout.
Oh, stewardess.
Hold it right there. This is the concierge, sir. I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. You was here last night, too, wasn't you?
Yes, sir. We're looking for a young man.
All right. I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get your lousy, lying, 4-flushing carcass out my door. 1, 2. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
This month, I want to teach you how to clean a troop tent properly. Obviously, the best place to do this is outside, but after a December campout, how many nice days are you going to get to clean a tent? The best place to do it is inside in a nice 10 by 10 foot area. In this case, for me, it was my basement. It could be a spare bedroom, a living room, a garage. As long as your parents are okay with moving some furniture around, then you have the room that you need. I also recommend going to Ollie's or Harbor Freight and buying a cheap 10 by 10 tarp to protect your floors from getting wet. We start by setting up the tent to let it dry. Don't forget to lay out the tent poles, stakes, and bags. When you're cleaning your tent, make sure to let your rainfly and ground tarp dry as well. I hung mine up, but you can also just lay it out flat. Now time to clean. In a bucket, mix together cold water and mild soap. You don't want to use laundry soap because that has perfumes in it and it can attract insects and other animals. An aggressive dish soap like Dawn may also damage the tent's waterproof coating. Unscented Woolite or dollar store dish soap will work just fine. Start by sweeping out any loose debris and garbage inside of the tent. Wet a sponge and start cleaning. A scrub brush with very light pressure may be necessary to clean some of the harder spots. Don't forget the walls. I don't know how mud gets on them, but it does. Once you're done cleaning the inside, it's time to focus on cleaning the outside. Start by tilting the tent on its side and cleaning the underside of the tent. Be careful not to put too much weight on the tent. You don't want to bend any of the poles. If you don't think you can do this without bending the poles, just take the poles out, lay it flat, and clean the bottom. Next, move to the exterior walls. The front lip collects a lot of mud. Do not forget to clean under the zipper flap and pay extra close attention to the front of the tent. Sometimes mud can get on the mesh of the tent. To clean that, you can just use your brother's toothbrush. Now, this next step is often forgotten. Remember to clean the poles and the stakes. Now, perform all of these cleaning steps, but on your rainfly. When the tent and the rainfly are clean and dry, fold them up and put them back in the bag. Now we're going to turn our attention to the ground tarp. I want these clean, if they don't need to be spotless. You might be able to do a first pass with a sponge when the ground tarp is hanging, but if you do, you'll need someone to stand on the other side and hold it tight. Then lay your tarp on your cleaning tarp and give it a final cleansing. When you're done cleaning, fold up the ground tarp neatly and tightly. Remember, a scout is clean. We want our tents to be clean too. We want these tents to last for 20 years, just like our other ones did.
Oh, stewardess.
On behalf of myself and the rest of the boys, we chipped in and got you this gift.
What can you say about such men? It's a sweater! It's a sweater!
hours later.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong, but it'll help it.
But I have created! I have made fire!
Good! It'll help! It'll help! If you just sing along!
And just like that, we're out of fuel.
Oh yeah!
All right, Troop 75, it is my final ScoutMaster Minute for the Welcome to Geezerville episodes. So with that, I give you a very powerful message for this month. And it may take longer than a minute, but it's a strong one and you should definitely pay attention. So here we go. There was a snake that crawled over a sharp saw and got cut and hurt and was in pain. And in anger, that snake attempted by wrapping its thick body around the saw to squeeze the life out of the saw. But with each angry squeeze, it got more and more injured. It felt more pain. Ultimately, the snake died. And the reason the snake died was because it kept squeezing that saw, causing more pain, not even realizing that what it really needed to do was let go of the initial pain, focus on its future. Instead, unfortunately, it lost its life. So what's the lesson here? The lesson is this. 1, control your anger, forgive others, and then also don't give people and things power over you. Anger really only hurts you more than it does the other person. So what we need to do in these situations and other situations is just forgive and let go, and let's focus on where we're headed moving forward.
You did it! Congratulations!
All right, let's make it a great month.